Train station, and then we went straight to the magistrate's office or whatever it's called to get the whole cast, all of the dealings done and the papers filled in and whatever. And they went there a little bit earlier just to check the situation.
Yeah.
And there were like 100 people in the queue.
Yeah.
And the process of going through those logistics.
Yeah. So
and
people need help with that as well.
To do the logistics is a hassle.
Exactly.
Everybody there was freaking out. My girlfriend was wanting me to phone the insurance and get the insurance going.
Yeah.
I'm saying, babe, there's insurance with the previous owners until the middle, until the next day midnight.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to drive on their insurance to inconvenience them. I'm saying, look, it's a give and take. The tension yesterday with going between trying to get the money, get the payments through, the bank takes 24 hours to get the transfer from one person to the other.
Yeah.
They want to know that they've got the money in their bank before they're going to give us the keys to release it.
Precisely.
Etc. It's like when you get a house, you get your certificates before it's really yours, etc. The same thing with a car. We can't just drive away with somebody else's car. And then there's paranoia about them giving us the keys to take it for a test drive, etc.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of elements.
Exactly. I mean, who can you trust? You need independent people who are not connected to the sale to help you buy the car.
Yes.
Because you can't trust a used car dealer because he's trying to sell a car.
He's making his commission.
He's not doing a humanitarian effort.
Yeah. And I want proof of address that Lauren and I have been together for 2 years or whatever for when we go for my UK residency application. So we give this all in. The guy takes my ID and he gives us the car as though it's on my ID address, which is my Somerset West back home. I don't want a CFM registration. Exactly. I want a CA registration.
CFM's cuck.
Yeah, when I'm driving around, I want people to know I'm from Cape Town.
Exactly.
I don't want to say, oh, you're from Somerset. No,
when you're up in Joburg, people must fucking know.
Yeah.
That they're staying in the wrong place.
Exactly.
So here's the monster machine. We've been helping Geoffrey getting his next dream wagon. Loves gravel roads, loves camping.
But I know nothing about cars. Climb in and push and start the accelerator. That's all I know.
So then he calls Big Six in for the job, and no doubt he's going to go for his fucking car, the Nissan X-Trail. And here it is, ladies and gentlemen. How much did you pick this puppy up for?
Well, they were pushing for 78. We got it for 68. Thanks to the Big Six.
And we've got full service history here. This is a 2005 model. Clean as a whistle. Deirdre did not want to sell it. I think her husband talked her into it. Geoffrey, she didn't want to sell.
She was happy that it was going to the right people. There was a wonderful level of trust. She knows this car's going to be in good hands for the next dealer as well.
Exactly. In 10 years' time. She's a beauty. Voted top SUV in Europe several times. Bulletproof 2-litre engine, about 103 kilowatts. Changed the face of SUVs. One little issue was the wheel alignment. We got Deirdre to sort that out. I'm going to give her a test drive soon.
So my only concern was, are these tyres too worn or not?
Well, the trick is if you've got a match, you put a match in there, and if it's still flat after you put a match in, well, that's like a match. If it goes, well, it's got a little. Let's put it over there, so to speak. There we go. So yeah, you see, you still got a little bit. I'm not touching it. That's the thing. So if you put your hand over and can touch it, you need to change your tires. These ones are still okay. If I was going to go on a big off-road trip, I would put a set of off-road tires on here. I'll keep the same width of tire, but I put a higher tire on. What that does, it gives you more ground clearance and makes it a slightly bigger wheel, which means less fuel consumption because you get a bigger rotation on the same spin of the wheel. So yeah, at the moment you've got two 15s by 70 on a 15. It's normally, so I'd probably go 215 by 75 for your next tire on a 15 rim with an all-terrain. Can't really go wrong with a I got Goodyear Wranglers at 1,600 rand a tire, and you get a lot of tire for that money. So yeah, if you're going to spend any money on the car, especially with a two-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive will give you that extra bit of handling on gravel.
On gravel.
Definitely much more handling on gravel.
Gravel's where we want to go.
Yeah, well then if you got a little bit of money left over, I'd put a set of all-terrain tires on there with a 275 instead of 270s. And it also looks nice to have a slightly bigger wheel on.
Yeah.
Nice clean interior, yeah. It's got the cup holders which are air cooled. Big space, 200 litres more than its competition. Biggest boot in the business, ladies and gentlemen. You can sleep in the back of there. These guys are into camping, so I think these back seats are going to go flat. And then you can just sleep, put your head over here, and get yourself a good night's rest. Look at this monster machine he bought.
Jesus, a bit of a mean puppy, right? I think he's got to have a few driver's lessons. I think he almost wiped out the second gear and the fifth gear in the gearbox when he was trying to turn it at the bottom of the circle there.
That's Dale, the mayor of Musenberg. Simpson, what are you driving? Still the Isuzu Bulletproof.
Bulletproof, 13 years old, done like 300,000 Ks. It's one of those vehicles that just keeps, it's like a donkey, you know. I call it Mr. T after the A-Team. It's for a tractor. Mr. T, and he's like a tractor old school value. He kind of doesn't talk much and got a big punch if you ask too many questions.
Walk quietly and carry a big stick, eh?
Exactly. So he's on it, man. And it's like, and this is the last year of the old shape.
Exactly.
To 2003, and from there they become bubble cars. I don't know why everything gets
better
inflated.
value for money with older cars.
Yeah, exactly. The new cars are like cars with sports cars. They aren't very well endowed, so they feel like they've got to blow up a bit. So either that, it feels like the new Isuzus and Hiluxes are on.
How many Ks
steroids.
we got on this thing? This is the 3-litre turbo diesel, new bulletproof. You could run this on fucking whiskey, dude.
271, and it's amazing. We live in a crazy country where like Rain had one of these and he was upset because it had done 675,000 Ks and an engine packed up. It's like, dude, you know, in Europe they throw these things away after 5 years. It's done 675,000 Ks, get a new engine, bro. Don't be Scottish.
Exactly, 670,000. Well, anybody looking to get a bucky? The Deedster says there are Suzuki.
This is the one to go, and this one is not for sale.
Amen to that, bro.